हमारे लिए ये बहुत ही खुशकिस्मती की बात है और उम्मीद करते हैं कि इस जुड़े हुए नए भारत में मेवात के लिए भी बहुत बड़ी जगह होगी और जिन चीजों का आपने मुद्दे जो रेज किए हैं पूरे हिंदुस्तान के सामने वो जरूर पूरे होंगे। इन्हीं अल्फाजों के साथ हम बहुत दिल की गहराइयों से आपका शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं कि आपने मेवातियों के इतिहास को जाना, दर्द को समझा और जो है मेवात में इतना वक्त दिया। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत बहुत मेहरबानी।
निमंत्रण है भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में हमारे साथ चलिए।
So there you have it, the Congress party continuing with the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Rahul Gandhi seen on stage, none of the COVID norms being followed, an advisory being given by the Union Health Ministry to ensure COVID protocols are followed, wearing of masks and social distancing because of the COVID threat in the country. In fact, the Prime Minister is also going to be holding a review meeting. But despite this advisory from the Union Health Ministry, the Bharat Jodo Yatra flouting the norms. Rahul Gandhi seen on stage with the other top leaders of the Congress party, none of them wearing masks. There is no social distancing as well. And this is, mind you, despite the Union Health Ministry, with the Union Health Minister himself writing a letter to Rahul Gandhi saying ensure COVID protocols are followed. Just this morning, we saw Prime Minister Modi arriving in the parliament with a mask on. So the COVID threat is real. The Union Health Ministry has given an advisory. The states are holding their own review meetings to decide on the COVID protocols. Despite that, the Bharat Jodo Yatra flouting the COVID norms that have been put in place and the advisory that has been given by the Union Health Ministry. Now, the Prime Minister was wearing a mask in the parliament, and so were other parliamentarians. As they arrived in the parliament, they were wearing masks. Despite that, we are now seeing the Bharat Jodo Yatra where Rahul Gandhi is not wearing a mask, and this is despite the advisory that was given by the Union Health Ministry. In fact, we've also been reporting from ground where many also mocked what the Union Health Minister said, saying there's no COVID. They're only rattled by the success of Bharat Jodo. National spokesperson of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawalla, on the broadcast with us. Shehzad, we are playing out these visuals that speak the entire story. On one hand, you have the Prime Minister and other parliamentarians wearing the mask. Rahul Gandhi, despite the advisory from the Union Health Ministry, refusing to follow COVID protocol.
Well, this is what I had tweeted some time ago, that this is the difference between a responsible and an irresponsible leader. One is a leader who wears a mask in parliament, even though there is quite a bit of distancing there. And on the other hand, you have Rahul Gandhi, who used to pretend to be a COVID expert during the second wave, now is putting Parivar hit above Desh hit, Parivar above protocol, and personal hit above national hit. And then he comes out and says that COVID is just a bahana. These were the same people who spread vaccine hesitancy. These were the same people who spread rumors about the vaccines. They were the same people who were trying to besmirch India's name at an international platform on COVID management, and they were hailing China. And today they are the same people when China is suffering from a COVID surge. They want the headlines in India also to be about COVID surge, and therefore they want their so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra to actually become a COVID Jodo Yatra. And therefore this shows that how some people who are living in the sense of entitlement want to disobey the protocols meant for the entire country and want to become super spreaders.
But Shehzad, even now, this is the Union Health Minister giving out this statement. In fact, after that, he came and gave out a clarification as well that this was not my statement as a BJP leader. I am the Health Minister of the country and this is my responsibility, which is why I am making this appeal. He said that in as many words yesterday. Today, we have the Prime Minister holding a review meeting. So the threat is real. We have states that are reviewing as well. Despite that, this is open defiance.
This is not open defiance. This is just an attempt to play politics and do Rajniti over something that should be Rashtaniti, to play politics over the pandemic. This was done even in the first phase, in the second phase, you remember the kind of politics they played over the vaccines, the kind of fear mongering they did, the kind of lies they spread about COVID. And at that time also, their entire attempt was that in the name of COVID, they could somehow try and defeat Modi. They are doing Modi Virod. They are not interested in COVID Virod.
Okay, lastly, just want to ask you, because even now, we have the Congress leaders continuing to mock the protocols that are in place, saying that Bharat Jodo Yatra is being targeted because of its success. In fact, the BJP has suspended its rally in Rajasthan, but the Congress party has not followed suit. Even now, Jairam Ramesh as well putting out a tweet saying, understand the chronology of it, even though there was this threat, it's only now that the government is waking up just to ensure that Bharat Jodo Yatra is stopped.
You see how seriously Bharat Jodo Yatra is seen from the statement of Nakul Nath. But that is not the point. The point is that how one party, when the entire country is saying that we must now pay attention to COVID protocols, and the Prime Minister is leading from the front and is asking everyone to behave responsibly, you have one party which is putting its own personal and parivarik interest ahead of national interest. And this has always been the attempt of the Congress to put the interest of one family and partisan interests above national interests.
Okay, very quickly want to ask you, in fact, this is a statement from Rahul Gandhi. We understand just today when he was addressing the Bharat Jodo Yatra, he said the BJP is afraid of this Yatra. These are excuses that are being made. So Rahul Gandhi is saying it, Rajasthan Health Minister saying there's no COVID. At a time when there is this threat, what does it mean when the top leaders of the party are making these statements?
You know, this shows that the kind of attitude Rahul Gandhi has. Bharat Jodo Yatra is not taken seriously by Congress people.
Shehzad, request you to please stay on with us. We have Udit Raj of the Congress party joining us. Mr. Udit Raj, Rahul Gandhi continuing to say that this is just an excuse because of the success of Bharat Jodo Yatra. Are you mocking the protocols that the government is putting in place? Top leaders, including the Prime Minister, every MP in Parliament wearing a mask. Then why can't the Congress leaders follow the COVID protocol?
Not at all. We are the first to follow the protocol.
So if you're the first to follow, we are just playing out visuals of Rahul Gandhi and other top leaders. This is in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. If you're first to follow the protocol, why aren't any of the leaders wearing masks?
So it was first the PM Modi who violated protocol during Bengal election. When COVID was on its peak, he kept on campaigning, and that whole world knows. And secondly, Rahul ji and we all are completely in agreement with the protocol. Whatever the protocol will be prescribed, we will follow.
Okay, but it's not being followed. We're just playing out visuals, Mr. Udit Raj. We're playing out the visuals. This is just a few moments ago. We're seeing Rahul Gandhi without a mask on stage. There are several other leaders who are with him, and we're well aware that the Himachal Chief Minister had also recently tested positive after participating in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So these are the...
You have set your mind, you will not listen to me, then why do you contest? You reply more, other BJP person reply more, and this... you ask the question and...
No, I heard what you said, Mr. Udit Raj, but you said that protocols are being followed. But we have visuals with us which show clearly that it's not being followed. I request you to stay on with us. Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP is also with us. Shehzad, Udit Raj saying that we are following protocols. In fact, Congress party is the first to follow protocols. Okay, all right. We don't have Shehzad with us anymore. But Mr. Udit Raj, I just want to also tell you that the Rajasthan Health Minister has said that there is no threat of COVID currently.
See, there are many individuals. What they say is that still what happened, that no guidelines have been issued by Health Ministry. This mask has not been made officially compulsory. However, whatever the advisories will be issued by Health Ministry, we will abide it. That's all. And we are not going to be drawn into unnecessary debates. We mean our business, and this is the fact that they started with the questioning the t-shirt price of Rahul Ji, such mean-minded people. What failed, and now
So, Mr. Udit Raj, just want to ask you, until now, the Congress leader said that the BJP also has its own Jara Krush Yatra, which is not being cancelled. So the BJP has now decided to cancel it. Is there a plan to cancel or postpone Bharat Jodo Yatra? You're saying that nothing has been told yet from the government, but it was the Union Health Minister who wrote a letter to Rahul Gandhi saying either ensure COVID protocols are followed, like masking up and, social distancing, and also, if not possible, then postpone the Yatra. Okay, all right. We don't have Mr. Udit Raj with us anymore. Dr. Sanjay Bagai joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Bagai, just want to ask you, the threat of COVID-19, is it real or not? You would be best placed to answer it. We are seeing Prime Minister Modi wearing a mask. He's also holding a review meeting. But we have, until just a few minutes ago as well, in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, Rahul Gandhi refusing to wear a mask.
Yeah, so I think it's a very immature and unscientific view which Mr. Gandhi is holding. I don't agree with that at all on medical basis. I think the least which all of us as citizens and more so politicians, because they are the role models, should follow is simple protocols. Mask is not going to hurt anyone. Get yourself fully vaccinated and wear a mask. We were caught napping. The world was caught napping in the first and the second wave. It's better to be prepared than sorry. There is no harm in maintaining protocols, and in fact, he could use this as an ideal platform of spreading the message. He's meeting hundreds of people every day. He can spread the correct message of science, spread the correct message of precautions, and I find this extremely, extremely saddening when people who are hogging the limelight are speaking in such ridiculous terms, not acceptable, and much better was expected out of him.
Right, many thanks for your perspective there, Dr. Bagai. Let's in fact listen into what Rahul Gandhi said during the course of the Bharat Jodo Yatra.
नया आइडिया निकाला है, मुझे चिट्ठी लिखी कि कोविड आ रहा है, यात्रा बंद करो। कोविड आ रहा है, यात्रा बंद करो। अब भैया मतलब आप देखिए, अब यात्रा को रोकने के लिए बहाने बन रहे हैं। मास्क पहनो, यात्रा बंद करो, कोविड फैल रहा है, सब बहाने हैं।